So we finally got the head back for the Datsun. Looking pretty good. All nice and clean. I already went ahead and put the rocker arms back in it. So the next step is we're going to put the cam back in it, which is that thing there. And we're going to start dressing up the head so we can actually put it back in the truck and get it running. Okay, so got the cam all on. You can see we still have our timing marks there. So it probably will be torqued down again once I get it in the truck, because right here is where all the head bolts go, there and here on the other side, here, there. Anyway, so that will be done once we put the head on the truck. Okay, so what I did so far is I cleaned up the surface with this little dealie right here. It's not a heavy grit. It's a, I think it's a like a 800 grit. And I cleaned it up. I'll probably get down in there and clean up the pistons a little bit. They're a little nasty, but I don't want to use a sandpaper. I have to use some sort of cleaning chemical. So anyway, let's put the head gasket on. That fits pretty good. So the thing that I put on there, see this piece right here? That is the piece that actually holds the tensioner, which is right down in there. It holds it in, so that way the timing chain doesn't fall down in there, and then you have to take the whole front end of the engine apart and yeah, to retime it. That's a real big pain in the ass, so we're going to hopefully not do that. Hopefully we got everything set up like I did with the timing marks, like I showed you on the cam. So let's go and look at the head. So since I'm here, let me tell you a little story about this head and what happened to it and why it took a month and a half to get it back. So I live in a rural area, and there's not a place to come and get the head work done. So actually there is a place, but I called him and he said he no longer does that anymore. So I had to go and drive an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and the place that I found was called Redwood Machine, automotive machine shop. Anyway, so the guy told me at first it was going to be $200 to do, because if you watch the other video, you know that it dropped a seat in one of the valves. So I told him, I said, I just need that seat replaced, you know, and it doesn't need to be surfaced, nothing like that. And he said that they were going to clean it up and go ahead and put this new seat in it, and he was going to put the valve stem seals in it and check everything out. And so long story short, about a month and I call them every week, find out where it's at. And so long story short, they call. The reason why they couldn't get a hold of me, because they had my wrong number by one number. So I call him and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's done." And I'm like, "So how much is it?" And he's all, "It was $330." Well, originally the guy that took the head in said it was only going to be $200, and his excuse was that the guy was young and that he didn't know what he was talking about. But still, you didn't call me and tell me it was going to be $330. You just assumed that I was okay to pay that. So that was one of the reasons I had to wait a little longer, was to get the money to go ahead and pay the extra $130 that it was supposed to be, which I had the money all saved. But a month and a half goes by, bills and stuff happen. So anyway, so long story short, do not go to them. There's only one guy running the show. The other guy got sick. The guy that did the first quote, he got sick. Only one guy there. And so if you do drop off something there, you might as well leave it there for a couple of months, because you ain't getting it back anytime soon. Nice enough guy or whatever, but yeah, it was a long, arduous process. Finally got the head back. And so what I was going to do was put this plate on, and he broke 2 of the bolts that went in there. And so now, before I can put that back on, which is a pain in the ass to put this on in the truck, but that's what's going to happen. I have to go find 2 more bolts, and since I'm going to do that, I'm just going to get all 3 brand new ones, stainless steel even, and put some anti-seize on them. Because if you don't know, steel bolts and aluminum, they don't like each other so much, so they tend to get stuck in there, and that's probably the reason why he broke them. But anyway, so I'll get right back to you. We're going to take this thing over to the truck and see about placing it on it. Okay, she's on there. Looks real good. Should make the whole engine look good. So now we'll get the head bolts out and put those in, and I'll have to find exactly what the torque spec is and pattern that I need to put this thing back on. I've done it before, but it's been so long that I don't remember. So anyway, I'll be back when I start doing that. Okay, so we got it all done. Got it all back together. Had a little problem with this hose right here because it was old and it was nylon braided. Just took a crap just because it was old, but anyway, replaced that. Runs real good. Get in and fire it up real fast. Pardon the mess. So that's probably going to do it for the video on this truck until we do something later. We might might lower it a little bit in the front, maybe in the back too. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Should it go lower? Should it go higher? So there you have it. That's the Datsun head rebuild. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Comment down below. Thanks. Have a good day.